The show started. Boom, baby, boom, rise and shine. It's your morning marijuana motivation time. Your host with the mostest, Marky Saint. Adjusting my attitude this morning. That's what we're talking about. You can have bad days, but you can also have bad days with a good attitude, and that's going to be the transformation of my life. Yesterday, I got into a fight. A chick attacked me while I was on the phone with my family. My buddy was fighting with her the night before. It was actually a physical confrontation I got into, and all my friends are leaving the island, and my future is changing before me so fast I can't even calculate. This is why attitude is so important. This is why our perspective is so important. This is why you're liking Saints Addiction right now on your YouTube. Let's do this. Your boy Saint, man. Woo! I'm just waking up this morning. I don't know what the fuck happened to me. I didn't go to bed that late either. I must have needed 12 hours of sleep. I think the adrenaline kicked in on me. Oh, yeah, dude. I think adrenaline kicked in on me. And fuck, bro. I think I needed the sleep. I don't think I even realized what kind of energy I was on because this woman literally attacked me. After I did the morning motivation yesterday, I called my cousin, and she's been reaching out to me, and she's got my nephew Cassius, Kassius, and he's spelling to me, and he's 3 years old, 4 years old, whatever he is now. The only time I met him, he was a baby not speaking. It's our first time speaking to each other. I'm being gentle. I'm showing him the trees of Thailand. Everything's going kosher. And this girl comes up with a pipe in her hand saying, fuck you, all crazy. I remember you last night. She was like, fuck you, motherfucker. She had tears in her eyes. He just broke up with her. And I was like, what's that got to do with me? Didn't think anything of it. Went to my friend's house, checked on him, threw him some money, made sure everything was okay, said, prepare for another attack. That attack came my way yesterday. She literally came up the hill with a pipe in her hand, went to my crazy ice smoking neighbors, and came back down, came hovering over me while I was on the thing trying to yell at me and attacked me. Like I literally had to get into it with this bitch real quick. And mind you, I was so livid, bro, because I thought my nephew was watching the whole of it. Like this is his first time seeing Uncle Mark. I want him to think Uncle Mark is cool. You know, Uncle Mark's safe. Uncle Mark's good people. Love you. That kind of shit. Didn't get to say any of that. Boom. Sound like the phone just dropped. She just attacked me. And the whole thing, I think he was hurting me. Beat up some bitch in the morning because she attacked me, bro. Like she tried to physically attack me on my patio. Rolled up. Actually took her shoes off to do it too, which is funny. Thai style. Fucking Thai people are so fucking crazy. But de-escalate me, man. That's what I've been learning about it because life comes at us so fucking fast, bro. It's so hard to de-escalate. Everybody's got like tempers and problems and all these other situations, and I'm not trying to have that. I'm not trying to have people come at me with their bad attitudes, right? I'm not trying to handle. I was talking to the guy yesterday. This is case in point. He said, hey, Mark, you okay? You okay? You always okay here? I said, you sure, bro? Because a lot of people don't understand me. And he was like, yeah, man, I know. You know, a lot of people don't understand you, but I understand you. All you do is you smoke your weed, you listen to your music, you make people happy. That's all that matters to me. Sometimes you buy food, but I know you don't drink. And I said, why is everybody so angry at me because I don't drink? Again, it's a bad attitude to a good behavior, right? And I was just like, what the fuck's that all about? You know what I'm saying? Like, this don't make no sense. And it don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, people in the middle of business meetings answer phones. You know what I'm saying? People can always get phones. Moms call all the time. Everybody just picks up phones, and it's just weird when she doesn't pick up the phone, or when I'm getting fights with girls, or when all my friends are leaving, or whatever else is trying to adjust my attitude. I have to remember that I got summer on the inside. You know, I have the summer on the inside that I don't have to jump into this. Now, this is something I got to get into because this dog's barking. But dog! Yeah. That you're gonna be distracted by that shit, right? You're gonna get something like that that's gonna be, hey, yup, yup, yup. Yeah. So everybody has an attitude. It just depends on what altitude it's at. If you feel like someone's coming at you, you're gonna come at them like a spider monkey, bro. And that's exactly what I did. I popped up out of that fucking hammock and I went after her, bro. Not only did she try to hit me and attack me, but we went to the street. There was a broom. There was a whole incident. Just leave me the fuck alone. Don't you ever fuck with my family. And I'm vicious at this point. I'm livid at this point. I'm calling myself out. I mean, oh yeah, marijuana motivation, my attitude. No, my attitude switched to violent real fucking quick. And you got to realize that stuff inside yourself. You know? Yeah, you know, it's like that. That's all I wanted to do. You know, I don't want to do any of that kind of stuff. You know, it's just one of these things that um we all got to take accountability. We all got to take accountability for our attitudes, man. There's no guilt trips here. The only guilt that you put on yourself is usually your own. You know, you're going to guilt trip yourself because you know you shouldn't have been drinking. You know you shouldn't have been at that person's house. You know you shouldn't have been hanging around with those friends. There's a I know, and the knowing lets you know. You know what I mean? But it's also the experiment of it, right? Are you getting the positive results that you want out of your attitude? Are people like, hey, can't wait to see you in the morning. You're always so awesome. I love you. These kind of things, right? Like this is not what it is about. It's not about your show, right? Or what the show's going on, or all the circus and all the monkeys. What it is about is your mental stability, bro. Like if you're going to perceive people to attack you, you're going to be attacking them. If you're going to actually be attacked like I was, you're going to defend. But if every time you're talking to some people and they're arguing with you, why do you keep talking with them? Or better yet, why do we get into our own minds and try to find something that this is happening inside of us, this war that we might not necessarily see? I was talking with my friend because I'm trying to buy the bungalow. She's my new neighbor, and she's like, what was all that screaming? I'm like, this chick just attacked me. And she was like, Mark, you're having so many conflicts. You're having arguments with your girls fighting out about each other up on the hill. And then a couple weeks later, you got this girl screaming, fuck you. I'm like, I didn't even break up with her, bro. And you had a guy attack you and try to fight you at your fence during your class. It's very frustrating when you're on the phone with someone else, especially it's like your job, like you're teaching English, or your family, like it's important. Like if it's stupid shit and you're just bullshit with your friend, it might not be that important. The attitude might not be there. But because it was my family, I got immediately overprotective. I got immediately livid, and I fucking jumped in this girl's shit. Not only was she like, fuck you in my face, but she tried to attack me yesterday, and I wasn't having it. Like if she had just walked away, shit would have been cool. No, she was drunk, maybe drinking all night long, and still drunk and angry, and tried to attack me and actually physically attack me. Like I actually got scratches here in between my fingers. She tried to kick me in the balls, like the full thing. Like I got physically attacked while I was on the phone with my family. I just like, that's not the business. If your way of handling things, if your breakup way is to handle things to get drunk and get beat up, you know that's not effective, right? Like you got to know that that's not effective, and that's all it is. It's just like frustration. And that's the word of the day, really. If you get frustrated, you're out of pocket. And if you're out of pocket, things get out of pocket and nothing's right after that. That's just facts. So I just try to get with people. You know what I mean? I might get up late. I'm behind by 2 hours. I had no idea I was sleeping in this late. I think the adrenaline kept me up, but man, if that's not it. That my friends are leaving. It's his last day. Nick's leaving. I'm so fucking sad. Christian started to cry. Friday, Nick leaves. Saturday, Christian leaves. And I'm wondering if my other part of the gangbang crew is going to fucking disappear too. Linda might be bouncing as well. It's just scary, you know, because I got to make new friends. And what's my attitude towards new friends? I meet people all the time on this island. I made a lot of really cool people, but that's my attitude. It's my attitude, like I'm gonna meet new people, or I'm gonna be stuck with the shit talking crew. Oh, that was another thing about attitude I wanted to share with the politics on the island. There's a group that hates, a bully group actually, on the island. Coachong talk. They talk a lot of shit. They bully people, and the moment you leave that group, they'll bully you. It's like a gang. It's like gang members. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, you guys are my family. You're my blood, but you're gonna beat me up and jump me to get me into this group. And if I leave this group like the mafia, you'll kill me. Same shit in high school, bro. It's the same fucking attitude, man. People are doing that shit. Well, I'm gonna hang out with the cool kids that talk shit and be what's the word when you're not narcissistic? What's the word? It's part of narcissism, but it's also part of that you're actually weak inside. What's that called? Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue, Freudian. insecure. And when you're insecure, things can trigger you, right? If you're insecure, you'll be on a hairline trigger, right? Trigger, insecure, secure, trigger. Okay? If you don't secure your trigger, put on your safety like a gun. I'm just coming up with this right now. It's going to misfire. It's going to pop off and kill somebody possibly by accident. This is a metaphor for guns, but guns on shirts. But that's what we are. We're all on a hairline trigger. We might not notice it. You know, attitude is an inside job. So is happiness. And we might not notice that we're grumpy one day. We might not notice that we're taking it out on our kids. We might not notice that we're stressed. Or we might not notice our anxiety level, and it gets ratcheted up, and then we'll stack. We'll be like, that time I was a kid and my dad's mad at me, and da 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 da. Now our plates are all over the place, and we just spill it. And that's something that I noticed, especially about like these bully groups. It's just like the moment you're outside of them, they're attacking you like hyenas. And those aren't your real friends. If every time you're hanging out with them and all they're doing is talking shit about somebody else and drinking beers, what do you think they're going to do about you when you're not sitting at that table? Talk shit about you and drink beers. Nobody's defending anybody's honor. No one's saying, hey, man, cool out. Change that attitude. Don't talk shit about people. No, they love talking shit, so they hang out with people that talk shit. And some people love to be stressed. And I'm not trying to be like that. Not even a little bit. So, look, dude. It's a lot of energy. It's a lot of energy to check on people. It's a lot of energy to get them correct, to be patient, and to understand them. It takes a lot because you're going to have your own attitude and you might be frustrated too. So when two frustrations don't make a right, two wrongs don't make a right, people need to adjust. I don't see anybody adjusting on the field. I don't see them adjusting the play. I don't see them doing any audibles on the line. I don't see them ready on the fly to be able to change their trajectory. And I think it's a superhuman ability to be able to change your mood, make that mood ring color different. Most people, they're just going to keep their mood all day. And I'm like, that's adjustable. That's like a kite, bro. Sometimes you got wind, sometimes you don't. It's like sailing. And that's how I feel an attitude can be adjusted like a flag. And some people, they just want to stick in their mood. They're stuck. And you can change it. You don't have to be frustrated. You got breathing exercises, you got patience, you got time and space. Creating time and space has been phenomenal to me, bro. It's been phenomenally changing me, bro. Oh, where's my grinder? Here it is. Right here in front of me, duh. Hot stone. Big old motorcycle is rolling by right now. But yeah, man, I mean, if anything, that's the only thing you got control over. You don't have control over other people. You only have control over your attitude. So if people want to get vicious or want to get stupid, like that girl want to get vicious, she got met with violence. But for stupid people, like I calmly talking to me like he was at Oasis and just going, yeah, Mark, you're fine, bro. Everyone's different on this planet. Not everyone is the same. All people are different. We got Russian people here. They're different than American people. You know what I mean? People are different. And in our differences, we should celebrate it. We should celebrate each other's differences. I know I get frustrated. Most people, I think that I'm throwing them attitude or something. I got to adjust it. And it's just like, look, dude, if my results are you're getting frustrated or you're taking it personal or things ain't going the way you want them to go, you have to adjust yourself. And that's what I'm doing. I'm adjusting myself right now. I'm adjusting my attitude. I'm adjusting my perspective. I'm adjusting my mood so things don't go rude. Stay away from people that are attacking me before they come to my house and attack me at my home in my hammock. I took that a bit personally and that got vicious. But other than that, I ain't trying to be fighting with nobody. I ain't trying to go to people's houses and show up with weapons in my hand. That's looking for trouble. You're literally trying to threaten me with assault and you're wondering why I assaulted you back. Don't come into my house. Don't be trying to break into my house. Don't be trying to attack me. Don't be trying to hit me. If you want to fucking communicate with me, if you want to fucking talk sensibly with me and get things correct in your own mind and in your own world, then we can talk. If it's about you being weird and getting weird with me and you can't seem to find the right energy, that's not what I'm trying to do. So I'm just trying to tell you that Timing is everything. Attitude is everything. And your mood is everything. If you can be the kind of person, your perspective, if you can get your binoculars out in time and see the forest through the trees and feel the wind and the breeze, then you will know that you are being centered. If you can't hear the birds chirp, if you can't feel the wind blow through your skin, if you aren't present in the moment, then you for sure be out of pocket, start acting weird, and do some weird shit. And that's this. This is it. We gotta recognize it in all of ourselves that we pull shit. And it's our job on this ship to fucking make some shit happen. And that's it, bro. You're gonna be able to make it happen, Captain. You have to get inside yourself and go like, yo, if it fucking doesn't work, then you should be fucking doing it. And then, it's another thing after another thing. And you're always gonna be the thing that those people consider, right? I want to consider that I could wake up centered, wake up in the mindset that I'm going to be positive and get motivational and get the best out of people. Then that's what I'm going to do. If I'm going to think that I hate people and I'm not smiling and I'm back in like Germany and Berlin and everybody's just at the train station hating on life, then guess who's not smiling all of a sudden? I went walking down the street, right, with a smile on my face, pep in my step, music in my ears, and I smiled. The first person didn't smile. Smiled the second person didn't smile. By the time I got to the train station, 10 people weren't smiling in the train station. It wears on you. It wears on you. So you got to realize that you're going to be influenced by your environment, right? You know what I mean? Is it the weather? Is it the people? Is it their attitudes? All those things are going to play a part in it, right? You know what I'm saying? They're all going to be a part of us and making things a reality, and that's what we're going to see to do. So I want to make my own reality peaceful. I want to wake up peaceful. I don't have an alarm. I don't wake up to an alarm. I get to wake up anytime I want, including today at like noon, 12:12, baby. Fuck, I just slept. Maybe I needed it. I don't know. I'm not quite sure, but what I am very certain of, without a doubt in my mind, is that this is all in our minds, and in our lives, and it's up to us to be able to be a part of it. It's that simple, man. If we want to be the people that we say we can be, if we want to have goals and focus and a future, we'll be trust and believe it's going to test you. It's going to come through and say, are you really that loyal? Are you really that faithful? Are you really that consistent? And there's going to be something to constantly come after you. It's just one of those things that I, as a person, some people, require, right? Peace. And if I can't be peaceful, then that means I'm not making things peaceful. And if I can't adjust to myself, then that means I'm not self-regulating. And if I can't regulate without someone else, then that means I'm dependent. And I don't want to be dependent on someone else's happiness and mood. I don't want somebody to influence me in the morning and start cursing at me or losing their temper or getting frustrated or doing this other stuff. So it's one of those things that I don't know, man. I'm doing what I can with what I got, and that's all we got. You got to do what you can with what you got. It's not what you have, but what you do with what you got. And all you got is your attitude. So even if you're in a prison like Nelson Mandela, sure, they can capture you for 16 years, long ass fucking years in prison. He still read his books. He still was polite to the officers. I'm talking Mahatma Gandhi type level of control. Not that we're all Mahatma Gandhi, but we all could use some self-control. We all could use some self-discipline. We all could use some peaceful resistance. I wasn't very peaceful yesterday because I was actually physically attacked and interrupted my family. But I do work on de-escalating. I do work on not popping off. Because as soon as I feel something, I'm on it, and it's like a bull in a china shop. You know what I'm saying? I gotta fucking get my horns out of it, bro. I gotta stop being Bugs Bunny's play toy. I don't know if you guys remember the bull in Bugs Bunny. I think it's called Philippe. What's the bull? Anyway, Philippe the bull. He's always like pissed, and he's seeing red like we all know bulls do, and just charging ahead, and they go boom, you know, two horns just go bing right into the wood, and he's stuck, and then he just comes up from behind the back and gets a carrot and basically shoves it up his ass and goes, see, that's what you get for not being patient. That's what happens to you when you lose your control. The moment you express any kind of irritability or frustration, I've noticed the anxiety goes up ridiculously, and people lose their shit. They just don't know how to control it. And I can be one of them too. I'm not talking in the third person here either. I'm literally saying us as people, human beings on this planet, especially monkeys that we are, we start showing our teeth, we start showing our butts. I mean, look how the girls dance on the hip hop videos. There's so much signaling out there, and so much commingling, and there's so much energy between human beings. You just walk past people like the airport, there's a lot of people, and there's so many thoughts and emotions and energies, you know, it's like this is a lot. And that's when you say, okay, if it's a lot, then I got to go a little, take some of these plates off me, maybe get some breathers, maybe go for a smoke, maybe go for some music. You know what I'm saying? Um, a lot of people use headphones. Not a lot of people breathe. Not a lot of people stretch. Not a lot of people work out. That's exactly what I did yesterday. After that, I could feel the adrenaline in my body, and I just started doing pull-ups, and I just started doing sit-ups, and I started doing push-ups, and I just started to get my workout on. So I wouldn't just sit there all frustrated, chowing the pile on my phone or talking to other people or raise the alarm. My friend was enough. Like Marcus, maybe it's the people, maybe it's who you are that I get in so many conflicts, and I have to look at it that way too. That I'm not the one. That's what I say. I'm not the one sometimes where I ain't got no bullshit for you. Stop bullshitting me. Stop coming to me with your bullshit. Don't start with your tone. Don't start with your cursing. Don't point your fucking middle finger in my fucking face. Don't come to my house and try to attack me. And definitely don't come at me sideways, because I know I got a temper too. So we look at these things, right? We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all of us can be touched, and that all of us can lose our tempers at time, and all of us have known the feeling of frustration. It's hard being a human being. The things don't go right, timing gets off, your understanding gets misunderstood, and then you stop communicating. You stop communicating with yourself or other people, and you basically start to confuse or overload your own brain. And I witness people do it all the time, especially because they're stressed. And it might be money stress, it might be relationship stress. That seems to be the major components of stress, right? Money stress, uh, relationship stresses, and whatever else we want to stress the fuck out about. I mean, honestly, because we're all believing what we think. We're not, don't believe what you think. Nobody listens to that audiobook, but we'll start believing that things are going wrong, or that things are going sideways, or that it's not right, and da 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 da. And, it's none of that stuff at all. So, it's literally going to be your perspective. You're the Indian looking at the Spaniards coming to land on the Americas, and you've never seen a ship before. Maybe you've never seen yourself de-escalate before. Maybe you need to sit and stare at that ship for 3 days straight till you notice that there's some sailors on it. You know what I mean? That there's some people that are on that ship. So it must be human built, because you watched it long enough to see the humans on it. Sometimes we don't sit still long enough. Sometimes we can't wait to rush to um, people's defense, or try to get to understand them, or beat them to the punch, and before they get frustrated, try to over communicate. Something that I've been working on this last little bit, because I realized that if I get shut down emotionally, that's what it's going to end up. So it's one of these things that we as people, right, we have the ability to walk away. They say turn the cheek. I'm not a big cheek churner, but I'm also one to realize, and this is something at 44 years old, that I was giving away my energy. You know, like if I wasn't patient enough or I wasn't focused enough or I couldn't wait to jump into the drama and be a drama queen, and that means now all the energy I was going to give to my dream, all the energies that I was going to give to my goals, everything that I was focused on before gets thrown out the window. And that's not happening over here. I bought my Kuala Lumpur tickets yesterday. I'm going to a whole new country. I'm going to Malaysia. I've never been to Malaysia before. Like this year, I've never been to Spain before. And what was another country I never been before? I never been to Norway before. You know, Ireland before. What was another one that I went to and was surprised? Uh, uh, New countries, Malaysia. You know what I'm saying? So just sprinkling myself around the world. Can't wait to keep a good attitude towards it. It's only 4 nights in the city. Book the nights. My friend knew a place where to stay. He actually knows her personally, and they message each other. So he gets credits, and I get a better room. A little referral action, you know, because since I already booked it, oh, you're from a friend. Boom, know somebody. Boom, get in a better room, get in the aircon room, get in the room with the window. Thank you very much. And then I get to go to Kuala Lumpur, have a business meeting with my friend I haven't seen since. Look him in the eyes, a great man. Miles, shout out to you, bro. Thank you for your help. I get to have a business meeting, talk about launching these websites. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, my girls beat my ass fucking doing Wix websites at night. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things that I'm identifying my attitude towards things. I'm getting excited for Songkran. It's a water festival. So I get to fly to Kuala Lumpur, get my shit done, business meeting as I envisioned, wearing my own clothes, land the business meeting, land in the country, get my fucking visa extended, go to the embassy, handle that shit, meet up with him, maybe have him show me around. We can do some photo shit, take some pictures, take some videos, do some YouTube lives, and then yeah, you'll get to see Kuala Lumpur in like for 3 days really. You know, you land, you wake up Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, handle the fucking flight, and fly out Thursday morning. Gotta go bye, and land Thursday morning in Bangkok, so I can catch the bus Thursday morning still, and come all the way here back to Lonely Beach, back to Koh Chang, back to Songkran, which I've missed a bunch of years. So it's a great way to pre-celebrate my birthday. I've stayed off the sugar. Your boy Marky Saint staying focused, right? You know what I'm saying? I feel good about not waking up knowing that I ate some sugar or some shit that night. I can't believe that my body is responding this tight. I can't wait to see what I look like unfrustrated, because Lord knows if I get frustrated, I'm going to go smash the ice cream and then I'll lose all my gains and just get right back on the sugar, get right back into my cycles. And that's all we're doing, is we're pushing ourselves a little bit further from that cigarette, a little bit further from that alcohol, a little bit further from those crazy people. We got to calculate that shit, you know? You might not know who's going about to harass you. Like I told my friend, it ain't me. And she's like, it's you. And I'm like, well, it's been quiet with me all this 3-4 months. Like I'd only had two incidences. One was a relationship breakup, and the second one was someone else's relationship breakup. It had nothing to do with me, and it attacked me. No wonder why you have a double fence. You don't just have one outer fence, you have a double fence. So I know you earned your fence. I know there's people that are always trying to hop the fence and shake the fucking towel in front of the tourist bull. They're gonna put the red flag out and try to tease you and get the most out of you, and you can get riled up. You can give them your energy. You can give them a fight. You can give them adrenaline. You can give them fear. You can give them anxiety. You can do all those things and more, and ratchet it all the way up. But know that you are also ratcheting yourself up too. You're putting cortisol in your system. Your heart rates goes up. And by the way, you're the other idiot that's fighting. So find me two stupid people or two stupid people arguing. The smart one's the one that walks away and doesn't give a fuck. Like, who is this in 5 months? What is this in 5 years? I don't even know your fucking name. So how dare you get me any energy from me whatsoever, free space in my head, because none of that is valid. And that's what I started to tell myself. It's just like, nope, this isn't worth it. So misunderstand me, don't like me, talk shit to me. That's on you, bro. I love my life and I keep it that way. And I think that shocks people, that I keep myself sober, that I don't drink, that I don't participate in the bullshit. And they want to talk shit about your boy. They got my name in their mouths and all that other shit, but I ain't trying to do none of that at all. So I'm gonna go get into it very well, and then see if I can't start this day on the right foot. I've already got my phone back on. I already got my Kuala Lumpur tickets. I'm gonna try to get my Adobe Photoshop. I actually started an order doing designs again, y'all. Get my Adobe Photoshop on, so I'm doing logos, 3,500 baht. Whoop, 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 whoop. Get all their designs done. Call the shop. Get orders done. Super dope. My girl found a spot in Pratanon Station, the big Boyac Sky Tower. People that can actually, she said they were nice people too, so I can get the order done. I'm even getting orders done, shirt in an hour over here. Your boy Marky Saint, print in an hour. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting shirts done out here in the jungle, and it's fucking awesome. So now people are like, I want you, and only to call you and just use you. But you know, that's what I did with the other guy. I want to make lighters. You know, I want to make he's building 12 bungalows too. So I meet other bungalow owners. It's really cool. So when you keep your attitude right, you meet the right people and right opportunities keep opening up to you. If you start getting closed off and thinking everybody hates you or take things wrong or getting on the wrong foot, you already know how it's going to step. So get to stepping, make it happen, Captain. It's your boy Marky Saint. Peace and love. And as always, Chigaton. That means goodbye, but not forever and finish. And I will see you on the other side as soon as you like, share, subscribe. But most importantly, on the other side of your fear, on the other side of the world, on the other side of your attitude. Peace, ciao, pelo, beijos.